following segment is sponsored by the AT&T Blue Room. Blue Dragon, the 360 exclusive RPG that reunited key members of the team that developed Squaresoft's Super Nintendo classic Chrono Trigger, has been out in Japan since last Christmas. However, North American players won't have too much longer to wait. The heroes of the game are finally starting to speak English and kick butt with the help of their magical shadow beasts. The dilemma facing the world involves purple clouds of doom and a roving Finn known by terrified villagers as a land shark. A trio of kids named Shu, Kluk, and Jiro decide to stand up against the attacker. Things happen, weird glowing spheres are swallowed, and the journey to save their world begins. Nothing really seems to have changed in the English version of the game, other than all the text and voices. The dialogue and flavor seem to have a natural, if slightly anime-style flavor.
If I'm right, we might be able to use our magic to work this thing.
Yeah, good plan, Jiro.
We know one thing for sure. Shu definitely won't give up.
Won't give up!
It doesn't look like anything will be lost in this translation. Those tightly coiled purple serpent enemies really still do look like poo snakes. Of course, gameplay is paramount, and Blue Dragon's traditional RPG style benefits from a few interesting twists. There are no random encounters, as you can see the enemies walking around before getting into a fight. Then you can choose to attack them from behind for a first strike, or wait for a bunch of them to gather in a group and use a ring tool to bring them all into battle at once. In some cases, this will cause them to attack each other, making the workload a little lighter. It's also helpful in leveling up characters and their shadowy alter egos. Other than rumbling with the local wildlife, Blue Dragon packs a lot of interactive features into its environments with plenty of hidden treasure chests. It may not seem like much, but finding a bracelet or earring and then equipping it can make a huge difference in battle. You might even be able to kick a few gold pieces out of a rock. Hey, every little bit helps. We were able to push a bit farther in the US version of the game, encountering a scruffy cat-like character operating a gigantic drill machine, and exploring hospital ruins where we flip light switches on and off. We also managed to unlock a few additional shadow classes. As each character levels up enough, you get to choose which class to unlock next. Since you're able to create a blend of the skills you've learned for various classes, like Swordmaster, Monk, Assassin, and various types of magic, the game gives you a lot of freedom to develop unique characters early on. We haven't quite made it far enough to use the Shadow's flashy ultimate attacks, but we know they're in there. The game's difficulty curve has been gentle over the first several hours of the game, but we did run into a lazy bear that completely wiped out the entire party. We'll need to do a little bit more leveling up before we go back for revenge.
Swallow the light spheres.
It's you again!
Judging from our time with the US version of Blue Dragon, and the game's great reception in Japan, RPG fans should set their expectations to a reasonably high level in anticipation for its North American release this August.
Be sure to check out the AT&T Blue Room at blueroom.att.com/gamer.